One of my favourite videos I've ever made was my Mortal Kombat X Easter egg video. Now I'm a sucker for a movie reference in a game, and Mortal Kombat X had tons of them, and I'm happy to report that Mortal Kombat 11 is no different. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at 25 Easter egg secrets or references in Mortal Kombat 11. Now with the game only releasing this week, I'm not expecting this video to be a definitive list, and if you've noticed a reference or found an Easter egg that isn't in this video, then the best place to let me know is on Twitter or Instagram. The links to both will be in the description and in my pinned comment. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So at first I wanted to cover a couple of the references to the Mortal Kombat movie. Now I loved the Mortal Kombat movie growing up, and after watching it again recently, I still do. Sure, it's not the best movie ever made, but it's still cool seeing your favourite MK fighters brought to life on the silver screen. The first reference to the film can be heard when you pit Liu Kang against Johnny Cage.
I admire Sonya's strategic mind.
It's not her mind you're admiring.
It's true.
So that line was a reference to this scene from the film.
You know, you gotta admire her. When she sets her mind on something...
It's not her mind you're admiring.
It's true.
The next couple of references are to Liu Kang's fight with Sub-Zero. The first can be heard when Kitana comes up against Sub-Zero himself.
I am prepared, Sub-Zero.
How do you plan to defeat me?
Using the element that brings life.
Kitana can be heard saying the same thing in the film.
Use the element which brings life.
The next reference to that scene in the film can be heard when Liu Kang fights Sub-Zero.
Taking you down will be easy.
What did Kitana tell you?
All I need is a pail of water.
Liu Kang mentions that he will use a pail of water to defeat Sub-Zero, the same method he used in the film after Kitana told him to use the element that brings life. The final reference to the movie can be found in the Krypt. The Krypt in Mortal Kombat 11 has received a pretty big overhaul and sort of plays like a third-person puzzle game, where you have to find keys to unlock certain parts of the map. One of the parts you can unlock is Goro's lair, which has a dead Goro sitting on his throne. Though that's pretty cool, that's not the Easter egg. The Easter egg in Goro's lair is this. So at first it may just appear to be a banquet table, but when we take a closer look, we can see that one of the skeletons is actually Kano. If you take an even closer look at the Kano skeleton, you can see that he's holding a chicken leg. During the Mortal Kombat movie, there was a scene where Kano and Goro were having dinner and Kano was feasting on a giant chicken leg. Or at least I hope it was chicken. Here, take a look.
You're some kind of royalty too. Right.
I am Goro, General of the Armies of Outworld.
So that's it as far as references to the Mortal Kombat movie goes. Well, there could be more, but that's all I've found so far. That doesn't mean that Mortal Kombat 11 doesn't reference a ton of other movies too. The first film nod, and one that I actually laughed out loud to, can be heard if you have Frost fight Frost.
The past is in the past. Then let your storm rage on. Time to test my limits and break through.
Their back and forth before the fight is actually the lyrics for the song Let It Go from the Disney film Frozen. There's another Frozen reference too, as if you have Cassie and Frost face off, Cassie will call Frost Elsa, Elsa being a character from Frozen.
What's up? Hey there, Elsa. What's up?
Ugh, why does everyone call me that?
Oh, honey, let me help you.
Up next is a reference to one of my favourite action films of all time. I'll play the intro here. It occurs when Jade faces Kano, and let me know if you know what film it's referencing.
Oh, don't you just look peachy?
Save your slobber, dog.
I could eat a peach for hours.
So, did you get it? The line, "I can eat a peach for hours," was said by Nicolas Cage in the John Woo action film Face Off.
You know, I can, eat a peach for hours.
The next great action film to be referenced is The Matrix. When Cassie Cage fights her father, Johnny Cage, you can hear this.
What's up?
No one can be as strong or as fast as a Cage.
You trying to tell me I can dodge bullets?
That when you're ready, you won't have to.
So the whole bullet dodging dialogue is a reference to this scene from the first Matrix movie.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
So when I was a child, I watched some films that I probably shouldn't have. I was lucky enough to have a TV and a video player in my room as a kid, so I used to sneak downstairs and grab videos off the shelf and watch them when I shouldn't. This stopped when I went to watch RoboCop, and the scene where Murphy is killed at the beginning of the film scared a young Captain Excellent so much that I cried and admitted I'd been watching videos that I shouldn't. Before that traumatic experience though, I remember watching Big Trouble in Little China. It was a strange film about these mystical ninjas and a man named David Lopan. It also starred Kurt Russell, which is always a win. Anyway, the reason I mention my addiction to watching films that I shouldn't is because when you have Johnny Cage and Liu Kang fight, Johnny references Big Trouble in Little China.
Nothing or double. God bless you.
My mind and my spirit are as one.
Then let's shake the pillars of heaven.
When I heard this reference, I smiled from ear to ear. If you haven't seen the film, and I really suggest you should, here is that same line from the movie.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
Not all the references in Mortal Kombat 11 are on the nose as the ones shown so far. Again, I'll show you this next clip and I want to see if you agree with what I think. It happens when Raiden takes on Sub-Zero. Take a look.
I dreamt of a strange and unjust world.
With a dark knight and a caped wonder.
How could you know my dream?
So Raiden says he had a dream, and then Sub-Zero mentions a Dark Knight and a Caped Wonder. So immediately when someone says the Dark Knight, I and probably all of you guys think of Batman, and I first thought that the Caped Wonder could be Superman. After all, the Injustice series of video games is also developed by NetherRealm, and in that game you can pit various DC superheroes against each other. After giving it some more thought though, I think it could be a reference to Batman's sidekick Robin being known as the Caped Crusader. I'm not sure if I'm honest. I'm certain the Dark Knight is a reference to Batman, but I would love to hear your thoughts on who the Caped Crusader is. As always, Instagram and Twitter is the best place to let me know. The next sort of vague movie reference is this one.
Who are you, Ghost? You shall not be named. Return to your deathly hollow.
So if you have two noob Cybots battle it out, they mention He Who Shall Not Be Named and the Deathly Hallows. Both of these could be considered references to Harry Potter, with He Who Shall Not Be Named Lord Voldemort and the Deathly Hallows a name of one of the Harry Potter books. Again, I'd love to know what you think of this one. The final movie reference can be heard when you select two Johnny Cages. Compared to Mortal Kombat X, Johnny has barely any movie references this time around, but this is a good one.
We are sexy. We are sexy bitches. This is goddamn ridiculous.
So that entire interaction is taken from Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
We are sexy. We are sexy bitches, yeah. Alright, this is goddamn ridiculous.
So that's it for movie references in Mortal Kombat 11, but we're still not done. As far as intros go, Cassie seems to have stolen her father's spotlight this time around and has some of the best introductions in the game. Take this one for example.
What's up?
Prostrate yourself, Earthrealmer.
Can't. Took an arrow to the knee.
I will suffer no excuses.
I'm sure you all know which game Cassie is referencing here, but if you didn't, the arrow to the knee line is a quote said by soldiers in Skyrim. Another reference to video games can be found if you have Liu Kang fight Raiden.
Are we the Deadly Alliance?
That is Kronika's deception.
Or a recipe for Armageddon?
Okay, so they basically name-checked other Mortal Kombat games, those being Deadly Alliance, Deception and Armageddon, but hey, what's the point of making a game if you can't promote your other games within that game? Fans of Mortal Kombat 2 should get the next line straight away. If Johnny faces off against Kung Lao, he will say this.
Stop reaching for my hat, Johnny.
You hiding a rabbit in there or not?
Only my friends know for sure.
So this interaction is a reference to Kung Lao's friendship in Mortal Kombat 2, where he would pull a rabbit from his hat.
Kung Lao wins. Flawless victory.
This next clip references a far more recent Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 10. When D'Vorah and Cassie fight, they will say this.
What's up?
What was it you said last time?
You were the bug, I'm the windshield.
This one breaks windshields.
So the moment that D'Vorah is referring to is this one, which happens after Cassie defeats D'Vorah in the final chapter of Mortal Kombat 10 story mode.
You're the bug, I'm the windshield.
Even though Johnny Cage and Cassie Cage seem happy to kick the crap out of each other, they can still find time for a sing-song.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
So I'm guessing you all got this one straight away, but if you didn't, it's a reference to this song. Really an Easter egg, but it was too damn good to leave out. If you have Scorpion and Cassie face each other, she will sometimes say this.
Can I say it? Just once?
Only if you wish to suffer.
Get over here!
As I said, I think it's safe to say that Cassie has stolen her father's spotlight when it comes to intros in Mortal Kombat 11. The final Easter egg in this video anyway can be found on the tournament level. If you perform a meaty enough uppercut, this will happen. So the Toasty catchphrase originally started off as an in-joke between members of the Mortal Kombat development team. It involved an image of sound designer Dan Forden popping up in the corner of the screen and saying Toasty. It's appeared in loads of Mortal Kombat games, and it's good to see MK11 feature Dan once again. So that's it. That's 25 Easter egg secrets or references in Mortal Kombat 11. As I said, I'm almost certain that there are loads more Easter eggs to find, and if you want to let me know what you found, then make sure to head to my Instagram or Twitter. The links will be in the description and in my pinned comment. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.